I forgot exactly where I was. I think I had an ADHD moment. An ancestral diversion for a higher development. Speaking of ADHD, black parents, as a psychologist, keep your children off that Ritalin. As a psychologist, keep your children off that Adderall. As a psychologist, keep your children off that Cyclert. Keep them off them drugs. Your son don't have ADHD. He has ain't no daddy at home disorder, ADHD. Give him his father. He don't need the dope. Stop vaccinating our children. And I want to say this. The African Union is doing all it can to fight for reparations. But we have to do our part in the diaspora. Brothers and sisters, we have to unite the diaspora. Last year, the African Union declared 2026 to 2036 to be the year of African reparations, the decade of African reparations. So let us do our part in the diaspora. We got to start having conferences to unite Black Europe with Black Canada, with Black America, with Black Mexico, with Black Panama, with Black Brazil, with the Black Caribbean. Understand, most of you here, just like me, we are the children of the transatlantic slave trade. We are brothers and sisters. We are the descendants of the Ma'afa. We are the ones who have inherited the pain, the legacy, the prophecy, and the destiny of our ancestors. Let us do the work of organization. Let us do the work of reparations. Let us do the work of liberation. And brothers and sisters, let me say this. As hard as we struggle for justice, as hard as we fight to overcome white supremacy, we cannot forget that we have to be humanitarian with one another. We cannot forget that we have to practice compassion with one another. Some of us are so filled with hate for the white man that we don't have any love for the black man. What good is a Negro who hates his enemy and also hates his brethren? You got to love your brethren, even if you hate your enemy. So let us learn humility. Let us learn compassion. Let us learn forgiveness. If you cannot forgive, you are not a revolutionary. You got to be able to overlook the faults of your brother and of your sister. How can you forgive white people who scar you every day, but yet you won't forgive your brother or sister for the slightest imperfection in their character? Listen, all for one and one for all. If I hurt, you hurt. If you hurt, I hurt. If you hungry, I'm hungry. If you homeless, I'm homeless. If I'm homeless, you homeless. Until we see ourselves as one body, until we see ourselves as one person, until we suffocate the ego of the Negro, until we kill the cancer of capitalism, until we decapitate the selfishness at the heart and center of our tribalism, we will never be free. Marcus Garvey said, if we got to know ourselves today, we'd be a new people tomorrow. So let's get to know ourselves today, brothers and sisters. Listen, racism is not the biggest problem. It only looks like it's the biggest problem because we are not united. This world cannot stop a united African people. This world cannot stop a serious African people. This world cannot stop a dedicated African people. But we just can't talk about it. We just can't tweet about it. We just can't Facebook about it. We just can't Instagram about it. We just can't TikTok about it. We got to organize about it. We got to plan about it. We got to meet about it. And we got to finance about it. Brothers and sisters of England, brothers and sisters of Europe, we have to finance our liberation. Yes, we're fighting for reparations, but we cannot wait to get them. We will continue to fight for reparations hard, but we will not wait. In the meantime, the white man is gaining ground on us. In the meantime, the Chinese is colonizing Africa. In the meantime, the enemy is colonizing the Caribbean. We will fight for the reparations, but we will not wait. Let's use our money now. Let's use our resources now. Let's use our time now. Let's use our intelligence now. Let's stand by one another now. Brothers and sisters, let's get serious. If this is the decade of reparations, so says the African Union, let us do everything we can to do our part to make sure Africa gets free. Because the one thing we want Africa to know, and I think Africa already knows it, I was with President John Mahama at Temple University in North Philadelphia right after he came from the United Nations, where they voted in March of 2026 of this year that the African slave trade was the greatest crime ever perpetrated against humanity. And I was in Ghana when he was sworn in to be president. I got my citizenship in Ghana last year. But brothers and sisters, we have to be about the business of black Africa, and we have to be about the business of black Europe. We have to take care of Ghana, and we have to take care of London. As Pan-Africanists, we fight on both fronts. We fight at home, and we fight abroad. Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. I want to close with a quote from Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, one of our greatest sheroes. You know, before Harriet Tubman started working on the Underground Railroad, she wanted to go back home to Africa, brothers and sisters. Harriet Tubman was a Pan-Africanist. She wanted to go home, but she couldn't get there, so she started working on the Underground Railroad. Queen Mother Harriet Tubman always took a gun with her on the Underground Railroad because she said every once in a while there was some scared Negro who would have turned back and go back to the plantation. And she said whenever this happened, she would cock her rifle next to the head of that scared, shaking Negro, and she would say, quote, "Dead niggas tell no tales. You go on or you die here." And she said because of that, I never lost a passenger and I never ran my train off the track. But Queen Mother Harriet Tubman, Aramin Terrell said, "I have just one regret. All my years fighting against slavery, brothers and sisters, I have just one regret." She said, "I freed hundreds of slaves. I could have freed thousands more. The problem was, they didn't even know that they were slaves." Brothers and sisters in London, we got to know better. Let us raise our consciousness. Let us raise our courage. Let us raise our commitment. Let us raise our consistency. Let us raise our creativity. Because one day you're going to wake up and the whole African world will be at war. I believe the next war will be a war to free Africa and all of us scattered black children. So stay in shape, exercise, pray, meditate. But I believe one day soon, and it may come before you go to the ancestors, I believe God is going to raise up black people against the world to take back what he gave us. It is Africa versus everybody. One God, one aim, one destiny. Black London. Before I leave the stage and start taking some photos, I want to big up the organization that brought me here today. The African Reparations Day Council. And I want to big up Baba Nana Kwaku on the stage. I don't think we understand what it takes to put these events together. I don't think we understand that when we come to an event for a couple hours, it took a couple months to get it done. I don't think we understand the pain and the time and the energy and the sacrifice that was involved for the African Reparations Day Council and Baba Nana Kwaku to get this done. So brothers and sisters, in the spirit of African solidarity and liberation, make some noise for the African Reparations Day Council.